Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are on day 9,342 of the Sourdough Starter Series. No. Guys, we've got some great updates for you. If you hang around till after the break, we'll get out here and find something to get into. Alrighty guys, what we've really got planned for today is we want to get out there and take a look at the workshop, show you some of the things that may have changed since you saw it last. But we've got a couple of updates. One, Tina's left me home alone, so she is up there at the VA. She is getting her stitches out. I wanted to thank all of you for all the well wishes and everything you've sent her. She's read through all of them and they've been really uplifting to her. So guys, we really appreciate that. She's not used to very much downtime, and this has been kind of rough on her. So she's going to get these stitches out. She'll probably take a few days to get her wrist back in shape, and she'll be right back at it. She's itching to get in the craft room. But we've also had some company in from out of town that's kind of got us a little bit behind, but we really enjoyed seeing them. My sister and her husband were down, and it was just a really good time. So we kind of had to put the videos together in a little bit of a rush, but the time with them was well worth it. So guys, just hang on there. We're going to take a look at a couple of things. We'll get back here to the shop and we'll just see what we can find to get into. Alrighty guys, we're out in the front yard and we were on our way back to the shop when we noticed the crocus were coming up. These are our crocus flowers. I'm going to stand up. About 3 years ago, I came home and handed Tina 150 surveyor flags. And told her to place them randomly all over the front yard. And if you can see, I hope you can see, she placed those all over the yard, and we planted 10 crocus bulbs at each spot, and now the front yard early in the spring is covered in crocus flowers. Now they come up really early and they'll die back before we start mowing, but it just makes a really nice little scene to see the front yard covered in really pretty flowers. The white ones come up first, the yellow will come up after that, and then there's purple ones. So guys, I thought we'd just stop and smell the roses here. We'll get back to the workshop. Alrighty guys, we're down here at the workshop and I want to try to give you a couple different angles on it so you can kind of get some perspective. But the doors and windows are in. We are still waiting on the garage doors and still waiting on the gutters. So just want to give you a look down the front of it, give you an idea of kind of the size of it or the layout, and then I'm going to move up here, see if we can get kind of a bird's eye view of it from up on the porch. But we're like I said, we're still waiting on the garage doors and stuff. They are all trimmed in and sealed up. They were out and caulked around them the other day, but they are all set for them to go in. The garage doors were originally supposed to be installed by one gentleman. He is out of the country. They are trying to find a way to get into his workshop and get the doors. We have another guy that can install them, but that might be a little bit. And we're probably still a week or so out on the gutters too. So I was hoping they'd get done sooner, but we tried to buy them a little bit of time. We had the sourdough series there and stuff. But they're going to be out here soon. They'll get it finished up. And we'll film them when they are out here working on it. But let's get up here, see if we get a better bird's eye look at it. Alrighty guys, we're up on the back porch and wanted to give you kind of a look at it from up here. This is what we see when we come out the back door. It's right out here by the raised bed garden, but wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a side look or an overhead look. Helps kind of show you what the footprint of it is. But it is 28 by 40 if you didn't see the workshop series, but the front part is 16 by 40 enclosed. The back part there on the back of it, you see the post. That is our 12 by 40 outdoor cooking area. So we're going to be moving the grills and stuff up there and see what kind of trouble we can get into back here. But I'll reel around in the next shot. I'll try to get that for you so you can get a little bit of perspective on it. But this is kind of what we see coming out. Let's see, I think I got my truck parked down here. But that's the workshop, guys. We'll take a look at it from another angle. Alrighty guys, we moved around back, and thought we'd give you a look at it from this perspective and let you see. We're kind of here at the red end of the raised bed garden out by the chickens, and we'll scan across here to give you an idea what that outdoor cooking area is going to look like. But we're going to put some bolts down in the concrete so we can lock up our grills when we get them out here. That's one thing I still need to get done yet, is get those bolts put in. But that is going to be our cooking area. We haven't decided yet. We may run a little bit of a privacy fence down the wood posts. But like I said, we just haven't made any big decisions on that one yet. But we got some dressing up to do down around the end of the concrete pad. We had to build it up on rock, so we may put some flower boxes or something in there. Not quite sure yet. Maybe even a few more raised beds. But there's a back angle of what we were looking at. There's the windows on the end of the building there, if you can see through the arch. But that's where we're going to do our cooking and playing around and sitting in the shade. So guys, let me move around. We'll see if we can get you another look at it. Alrighty guys, we moved around here just a little bit. I wanted to show you the house up there in the background and the building down here. It's probably not the best angle to be showing it, but we wanted to show you the shop goes real well with the house. The house is light gray with dark charcoal, and the building is about the same color gray. We just couldn't get quite as dark on the metal on the roof, but it is darker than the walls. It matches up real nice. About anything gray, any shade of gray will fit in here. So want to get a picture with the house in it up there so you guys could tell a little bit about how it sits down in here. Alrighty guys, we're up here on the driveway. I thought maybe this might help show it a little bit better. But this is what we see of the house as we come down the driveway. And we'll swing around here. And there's the shop. The house makes the shop look a little bit small, but the house is a lot closer than the shop is. But it does go pretty well with the house. Like I said, the house is light gray, got a dark gray roof, and the shop just matches right in. So we're real happy with it. Pretty good color choices. We get these garage doors on, get the gutters on, and things will be looking a lot brighter. Okay guys, real quick shot while we're still out in front of the shop. This is the driveway going back up to the road. This is kind of our view. We got woods across the street from us. We got one neighbor, he's not too far. But there ain't a whole lot out here. There's nobody else on around the curve. Nothing but fields. But if you bring people into work and they've got trailers and trucks and tool vans and stuff, I can tell you a good part of my spring will be spent fixing my lawn. We got tire tracks in there everywhere. It's pretty tore up at the road too. We'll get some more stone in here. I've got a bucket on the tractor. We can get that moved around pretty quick. But yeah, that's one of the blessings of having people come out and do a bunch of work, is sometimes you got to drive through the lawn and sometimes they do. Alrighty guys, we're inside the shop now. It's probably going to sound like I'm standing in a steel barrel. Apologize for that. We'll take a look around here. That's the back door you see, the far wall. That's the scab work that's holding up the felt over the garage doors. But we'll take a look here. I've been worried about what we were going to do with the ceiling. The guy we got the metal from, he had some scrap or blemished white metal, and it was perfect for putting a ceiling in. It made a cheap option for us, and good way. The white up there will help with the light. In fact, it's helping right now because you're looking at the far end of the building, the darkest part of the building, and it's still pretty light down there. So that's our ceiling here. We'll get you a better look at that here in a second when we turn around. But we'll get spun around here. I'll show you the doors and windows and stuff from the other end of the building. Okay guys, we're in the other end of the building now, and I'll give you a spin around. There you can see the felt and stuff covering the garage doors where they will eventually be. See, there's the shop door. and the windows that you can see from the outside, and the 2 windows on the end of the building. And while we're here, I told you about the white ceiling. We also had a cutout put in the ceiling, if I can get up to it. There's a cutout there in the ceiling. It's a 54 by 22.5 inch opening, and we're going to have some of the pull down attic stairs. Up in the ceiling here along the back wall, above the metal, we've got a 4-foot gangway, a plywood gangway laid through the rafters. So we'll be able to store stuff up there in the ceiling. But we had them go ahead and cut the opening for it while they were here. That would have been a nightmare if they just metaled over it and then I had to do it. So we got the opening in there. Those doors are supposed to be in early February. And we'll get that installed too. So we got plenty of things coming in yet that we'll be able to do some updates on. But that's pretty much the view of it from the inside. Alrighty guys, that's about going to wrap it up for our little workshop walk around. But if you're new to the channel or you missed the workshop series, what I'll do is I'll put a card up here in the corner somewhere, and that'll take you back to the workshop build series. Just a series of videos as we went along, a few odd time lapses and things like that. But if you want to see the workshop from the ground up, you're most welcome to go and visit. And I made a joke about the sourdough starters earlier, but if you are into baking bread or just into baking and find that stuff interesting, we also just completed our sourdough starter thing for getting a starter dough or a sourdough starter ready to bake with. So guys, I'll just leave this uncut. We'll just go on. But guys, if you're interested in baking and bread and stuff, I'll throw another link up here. Let's see, right in there. And you guys can go check out that sourdough starter. That's how to make bread without yeast and without sugar. And it's pretty interesting. We're still waiting on some pans and stuff to come in. And when we get those in, we're going to do a little bit of baking. We're going to be adding some cooking to the channel. We've done some in the past. People really seem to like it. And I'm going to be doing some outdoor cooking as well. So guys, we really appreciate you spending your time with us here at the homestead. It's a lot that you guys stop by here and spend your time with us, so we don't want to take advantage of that. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. If you like the content here on the channel, we hope you'll subscribe, and please ring that bell for your notifications. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button and leave us a comment down below, or leave us your questions, guys. We enjoy going through the comments and answering everybody's questions and stuff. So guys, if you would, it really helps the videos get out so YouTube shows them to more people. So if you take just a minute, leave us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. We would really appreciate it, and we won't waste any more of your time. We'll catch you in the next one.